Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just sit this one out. I'll just sit here and chime in when I'm not coughing.
Bless you. My gosh. Dude.
It's like it's getting worse as we get closer to actually trying to start the show.
Yeah, it's like it knows. Okay, I am...
Oh, there is a red hand over there. Huh.
Yeah.
My cough is saying we know.
Exactly. Pre-show, tree show is live. Come join us as we discuss new life. New life. New quests. That is technically true as well. Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls, yes, fam. Select all. Copy. Oh, I gotta put in our address, I just realized. / Nope, that's the other show. I'm so used to writing twitch.tv/LoreSeekers ESO. I almost... No. I wish I could say I was doing that much content. No. Select all. Copy. But I have, like, streamed a bunch and stuff lately, so I think that's why. Well, and by a bunch, I mean maybe twice. But that's enough to make your brain engage like that. Last night when I was doing the other outro, Minwei was like, do you need me to add Snugpod Cast into your outro, like, thing there so that you remember it? And I was like, I will not forget that. I was like, I've done it for 150 episodes, don't worry. I was like, he goes, is that just like your normal spiel that you always go into? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's there. Like, it lives in my head rent free. It's not going anywhere. There we go. I had to swap to the Blue Sky account here. Browse. Canva.
I'm getting very much death stared by a cat.
Are you sure it's not the agent that we've asked to mark you?
I don't know.
Alfiq make great spies. Indeed.
I was sitting on the couch earlier and she was laying right next to me while I was playing. And I got up and I think it bothered her.
Gwen, did I tell you got a golden guar? Did I tell you got honor? I can't remember.
Yeah, you posted a picture of it.
Yeah, I have a piece of the server too. That's right. I remember this now. See, that's how brain dead I am lately. I forgot I even told you guys that.
I got a piece of a server once.
Quest with honor. It will always be good. Okay. Got this.
We went out to eat. We went out to eat one night, and one of the our server's fake nails fell off in my food. So
No way.
I had a piece of the server.
Oh my gosh, stop. That's so nasty. Yeah, you can't kill him for that one. That's just a terrible dad joke, but
Yeah.
it's still pretty funny. Alright, I'm ready whenever you all are.
All right. Gwen, are you ready? All right. Katie's ready. Gwen's ready. Am I ready? Am I gonna make it?
I don't know, are you gonna cough again?
That one wasn't me. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Snugpod Cast. We are here. Two of us are actually here. The other is communicating with us through Sigic devices again. So in the Snugpod, I have with me, which I'm never separate in case you forgot, but who would forget, Gone Crazy back soon. You made it back yet?
Well, that's questionable after the week that I've had, but I guess I've made it back. I'm at least here in the Snugpod, which is good news. So that means that real life housing hasn't killed me yet.
You are indeed across from me. I can vouch for that. And what about you, Gwen the Bard?
She exists.
We do exist, and
It's
the
like
evidence
that
the evidence is that you can hear us now.
the commercial at Christmas with the M&Ms. They do exist.
Well, we've got some stuff to talk about. Fun, newsy things. Yeah, it is in there. Okay, I was just looking over at the notes to see if one of the things was there. I'm assuming that's what that bottom one is. Anyway, but before we dive into the news, Gwen, what have you been up to?
No. You're a champion for that because, again, we'll talk about that later.
Well, what about you, Crazy? What you been up to?
Surviving, mostly. What's ESO? Is that something that we like to... Is that a game? Is that something we like to play? Yeah, I feel like I've been a ghost in game and Discord a lot just because my real life has been absolutely chaotic this week. I have had real life housing going on because we've been getting our roof replaced on our actual real life home, and it has been a nightmare of a process. What should have only taken probably about a day and a half is now running on 5 days. And we're just kind of trucking along, and I'm on very, very little sleep. And yeah, it's been very busy. Work's been busy. That stuff's been busy. Guild has been busy. So it's just been a survival mode week, I guess. I did do a few of the new life quests and a couple of the new ones that we're going to talk about, but literally my gameplay loop has been log in, do old life, log out, because that has been pretty much the only way for me to keep up with tickets, sadly. And I'm a little bit behind, unfortunately. The last event, I had real life stuff going on as well, and I missed, I think, like 3 or 4 days of tickets because we didn't have internet at one point, and because of that, I ended up behind on my tickets for the house. So I did get it on PC. I got my Chapel of Julianos over there, but I'm one piece behind on PlayStation because of login stuff. So hopefully I get it soon. I'm kind of like Gwen. I'm so close, but so far. It hurts. I really want it on both platforms, so fingers crossed. Hopefully soon. Yeah.
Well,
what about you?
So the only thing that I've done much this week is, excuse me, is I've done a few of the new life quests. It's hard to say that. New. Sounds like I'm talking about, I don't know, news. But, yeah, so I've done a couple of the new life quests, and I haven't done all of them yet. I think I've done 3 or 4 of them, maybe. And I've got some mixed feelings about some of it. But we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get into the next little thing here with the article about kind of discuss our thoughts on what we think about the quests. So do you want to just jump into that article?
Sure. Let's go.
All right, I will try to read it. Forgive me if my lungs decide to make noises. They've been doing that a lot lately. All right, celebrate the New Life Festival with brand new quests and rewards. It's time to make merry with the return of the New Life Festival in-game event. The 2025 New Life Festival in-game event arrives at 10 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, December 18th, 2025, and continues until 10 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. This year's festivities include new collectibles, boosted XP, new event quests, and more. During the New Life Festival, you automatically enjoy a 100% boost to XP gain whenever you log into the game, with no extra steps required. If you'd like to raise a toast to the changing of years with a bit more ado, complete the New Life Festival's introductory quest and collect Breda's Bottomless Mead Mug memento via the following steps. Open the Crown Store, acquire the free quest, the New Life Festival. You can also pick up this quest by speaking with Breda at the New Life Festival tent in Eastmarch. And you can instantly transport yourself to Breda by using the portal located at any Impresario tent location. 2. Complete the introductory quest to receive the Breda's Bottomless Mead Mug memento. You won't need to acquire Breda's Bottomless Mead Mug if you finish the quest during a previous year. Enjoy your endless supply of holiday mead. After wrapping up the event's introductory quest, you'll unlock access to the special New Life Festival daily quests, including 8 brand new ones. The existing quests from previous years are still available from Breda and Petronius Calanus at the New Life Festival tent outside Windhelm, Eastmarch. A new reveler at the festival tent, Anarchus Novius, offers all the new additions. What's more, if you continue to speak with Anarchus at the event grounds, you can pick up all 8 of his quests at the same time. Celebrate New Life with new convenience. Whenever you complete one of the holiday events quests, new or returning, you'll be rewarded with a New Life Festival box. Contained inside these seasonal cases is the chance to receive the following rewards: assortments of alchemy crafting materials, New Life Festival toys, the Sword Swallower kit, juggling knives, fire breathers, torches, mud balls, Wolfsbane incense, one of the following: a skin changer motif page, New Life Festival recipes, New Life furnishings, Deep Winter charity writs, Imperial charity writs. A new tradable page for the Fishspoon Pioneer outfit style. If you've already earned a page of the Fishspoon Pioneer style that day, a New Life Winter Storm Robes costume fragment or Morningstar Frostwear style page will be awarded instead. Whichever quest you choose to do from the new selection, the first New Life Festival daily quest you complete each day rewards 3 event tickets, in addition to the reward box. You can earn up to an impressive 60 event tickets by the event's end, and now that's worth celebrating. Don't forget that you can only ever hold up to 12 event tickets in your inventory at once. During the New Life Festival, the Impresario will update her stock with the following items: all component for this year's Morphing collectibles: Stone Wisp of Truth and Law pet, Logical Rune Extraction customized action, Robes of Truth and Law costume, Law of Juliano's Dwarven Spider Mount. New all 5 wild-grown Chapel of Juliano's home fragments, Diminutive Runed Archway, Heavy Philosophical Tomes, Lawkeeper's Lectern, Stained Glass Fragment, thaumaturgic paving stone. I probably butchered that. New Bound Fishboon Pioneer Outfit style pages. New Life Festival grab bag, mud ball pouch memento, Nordic Bather Towels costume, Colovian fur hood hat, Colovian filigree hood hat, Sword Swallower's blade memento, Juggler's knives memento, Fire Breather's torch memento, Snowball Buddy pet, Powder White Coney pet, Nord carved armor style pages, Snow Globe surprise memento, Evergreen armor style pages, Impresario group repair kits, Companion Guild commendations. Be sure to take advantage of the chance to acquire the Wild Grown Chapel of Giuliano's home during this year's New Life Festival. Additionally, the Impresario's colleague, Ninalere, of the Endrick vendor, has the following items available for purchase with event tickets. Nascent Endrick feathers, Pure Snow Endrick berries, Crimson Endrick berries, Frostlight Endrick pet, and Rosethorn Endrick pet. And lastly, the Impresario's assistant is offering the following, which you can also acquire with event tickets. The Unstable Morpholith pet fragments, the Soulfire Dragon Illusion pet fragments, Passion Dancer Blossom pet fragments, Daggerfall Paladin costume fragments, Passion Dancer garment costume fragments, and Dagonic Quasigriff mount fragments. As 2025 comes to a close and the new year approaches, it's time to make yourself cozy and comfortable. Why not spend some time in Tamriel? You can enjoy plenty of great rewards as you do so. What will your holidays in ESO look like? Let us know and share any festive creations over on socials.
Good done.
Hey, 151 and good done.
What I was gonna say is the thaumaturgic.
Thaumaturgic.
And a nenulare.
Yeah. You know,
good job, though.
Sometimes my Tamrielic isn't the best.
Well, it's a high elf name. They have some strange pronunciations.
Yeah. You'd think as much time as I spend around a couple of elves, I'd be able to pronounce some of this stuff a little better, but I'm just a dumb old kitty cat.
Nah.
Well, thoughts?
On new stuff.
Ooh. You got real digital real quick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm here. What I was going to say is I think it was high time that New Life, and I'm really happy that they did it with new quests and stuff. Also, I don't know how you both feel about this, but honestly, I'm actually pretty stoked that you picked up all 8 new quests because they are, I wouldn't say disjointed, but they are a little disconnected as well from, like, they're part of New Life, but they take place in other zones and stuff, and because of that, I think it's great that you can pick them all up and just kind of go zone to zone to zone to zone to zone. You know? So.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah. You could. Which I think is great. So,
I didn't catch a big part of what you were saying because on my end the audio got real garbled.
Like digital?
Yeah.
Real quick, just as a quick little repeat for you, I basically just said I think it's great that New Life got an update. I think it needed an update. We've had it for a long time. And I think that it's great that you can pick up all 8 of those new quests at once.
Okay.
Because since they are in different zones and they're a little bit, I don't want to say disjointed, that's not the proper wording really, but they relate to New Life, but also they kind of have their own sort of thing going on with them. I think it's great that you can do that. And then Gwen mentioned, hey, it's really great also that you could pick up the other New Life zone quests and you could potentially do 2 things at once before you head back to the tent.
Okay.
So, yeah. What about you? Either of you?
Gwen? Okay, I haven't gotten to those yet, so that is
For
that.
me? Oh, go there.
I was just gonna say that is kind of a I guess a neat little change to add something like that in. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I just think that we're going back to places like they're doing a lot of the revisiting area you've been before, but we're kind of reframing it as well, which I think is always good. Like that encourages people to go to space. And for me, the thing that I like about this is like, yes, all the new life quests also encourage that. Like we'll do the old life stuff and back to a zone, but really all they're the same thing, just in a setting. As with these quests, I personally enjoy that you've been able to, you know, like get additional lore or additional interaction from it. But yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
So the I guess the when I say I have kind of mixed feelings on them, the dialogue that I've heard so far, like that stuff's fine. Um, the quests themselves, um, the actual like actions that you're doing on the few that I've done. Again, I don't want to say too much, so I don't want to spoil it, but the one that you do in the same zone, East March, felt very much like one of the other quests.
Oh, you think it's just like the ball?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Um, so, and then one just felt really short, which is fine if you're just doing something short for your tickets or whatever. But it was like the most fetch quest of fetch quests kind of thing. I don't know. Just I'm not sure if you know which one I'm referring to or not, but you
Is it the panic one?
the go still the thing. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, and it just felt very, very short. Just go get thing, come back. I don't know, but the one in Shadowfen was kind of it caught me a little off guard. That one was pretty good, just with kind of the little twist on what you were actually chasing. Again, I don't want to say too much about it, but but that one I thought was pretty neat. So I'll give them props on that one. It was fun. But a few of them that I've done so far, like I said, I've only done maybe three or four of them. They just kind of felt sort of like the mounts that we get that are just kind of reskinned. It felt like a reskinned quest in a sense. But anyway, that might just be my take. So I mean, if you're having fun with them, then keep doing them. It is, I guess, the point that you made, Gwen. It is nice that you can grab them all and double up with some of the other stuff you're doing in those zones already anyway. So that's cool. I hear lots of clickety clacking going on over there.
Sorry. I gotcha. I didn't realize my mic was going to pick it up that much because I have to remember I'm on PlayStation and not on my PC, which has the gate on it. So, apologies on that. Ugh, I got logged out. Hold, please. Sorry, buddies. I thought I moved enough. I guess so. The good news is audio is still running, even if video isn't, because it does say that the audio continues to be broadcast now, so that's the good part.
So the Gwen, did you say that you weren't noticing any audio problems a few minutes ago? Okay. All right. I may need to pull the audio from Twitch then. Anyway, yeah, it's fine now. Just twice, it kind of got all garbled.
Sorry about that.
All right. Well, anything else on that before we move on?
No, like I said, I'll probably have more be comfortable, have a little bit more time with it being, holiday coming and stuff. Maybe be able to actually get through the quest, kind of explore a little bit. But yeah, right now, I like the updates, but don't have much to say than that.
Welcome back to Snugpod.
Hey, thanks. I went from my snug to this Snugpod. Right. And get back to my screen from over here. Sorry, everybody. Only the most professional. Alright. What is next? Gwen. Please. So, everybody always says that they want more ESO physical stuff, right? And more, we had the plushies that you can buy online before the event where you can get the golden honor, but there aren't many physical plushies available. So more speed roll, and when we hear Mace more. But this one's a fun article. So they ended up having some people from the ESO dev team come up with patterns. Fun. Do you want to read this one, or do you want me to read it? Oh, I haven't even had time this week, but was going to make one. My skill set would be like the mudcrab level, because it's like the detailing, although it looks like the Easter. Okay. I love it. Yeah, the bar is adorable, but I can tell you from looking at that, I am not at that level. That's first. No, do it. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Yeah, so, okay. These are adorable, and I think it is so great that they did these. But yeah, in looking at them, like, Yeah, like you said, Vardvark probably easiest pattern, but like not a lot of additional instruction, right? And then Mudcrab, super laid out, well thought out with a pattern. Looks attainable. And then Guar, I open it and I just go, that thing's made out of leather and there's a lot of stitching on that, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Do it. Seam, rip them apart. Beautiful. It's so cute. It's so cute. Mm-hmm. Tell us how you really feel about the guar, Gwen. It is guartastic. It's adorable. Mm-hmm. This is if a guar was a leather shoe. What? Am I wrong? Okay. Okay, that's fair. Hey, better than I could come up with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh. Cute. Oh, I love that. Right. Either way, I guess, well, you'll have to report back after everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is true. You still there, Never? Are you with us?
I'm still here.
Alright. Just making sure. Good job. Proud of you.
So many ideas.
So many ideas. See what you did about that. Speaking of golden items like honor, the Guar, what if we had a new golden pursuit? Because we sure do.
Can you tell us about it?
Sure. So we have a new golden pursuit, new life, new loot. And for this one, it kicked off on, oh gosh, what was that? The 18th, I believe. And runs all the way through January 6th. So basically the entire length of New Life. So throughout the period, you can earn bonus rewards by completing various Golden Pursuit activities, including visiting player homes, crafting items, and more. So these include completing 6 activities, 15,000 gold. Completing 12 activities, you get 4 New Life festive fur furnishings. Say that 4 times fast. Well done. That was better than I expected. If you complete 18 activities, then you get a New Life Fishboon Angler costume. And if you complete 22 activities, you get the New Life Frost Gathering customized action. Our lore seekers are insanely crazy and good at doing these. And within hours of this going live, I was seeing people already wearing that Fishboon Angler costume. Yeah, I do. I actually kind of love it myself as well. It's very fun. And I'm excited for the little New Life trees. I think that's great. The little festive fur furnishings, if you will. And a new customized action. I like that too. So this says, a whopping 33 activities are available to complete during this period, ranging from challenging missions like clearing dungeons and defeating public dungeon bosses, to festive fun like decorating your homestead. Check out the full list of activities in the Golden Pursuits section of the in-game activity finder. In addition, the New Life Festival in-game event also kicks off today and will continue until January 6th, inviting adventurers to make merry and earn wintry rewards. Check out the event article to learn more. We talked about that article earlier, so no need to check it out now, because we've already done it. Yes. So I've got the Golden Pursuits actually up on the screen right now, over here. So we can see a little preview, if we'd like to, of the rewards. So for this, we've got our little festive furnishing tree. There's 4 of those. You can turn them off and on. And then here's our costume. Looks fun. Love it. And last but not least, we've got our customizable action for plant collecting. There you go. It's all frosty.
Like a snowman?
Yeah, like the snowman. And that is our Golden Pursuits until January 6th.
So they run through the same time as New Life.
Correct. Yep, because it is new life, new loot.
New loot on life.
New life, new loot.
New.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see what you did there. It is not. An LUTE is not part of the LOOT.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
I like playing a lute.
Well, the question is, are you playing a happy tune at the end of the year, or are you strumming a sad tune at the end of the year? Because we have an end of year letter.
Yes, we do. So for those that haven't had a chance to see this came out on that's not right, the 18th. Was it only 3 days ago?
Yes, sir.
Felt like it came out longer ago than that. Like
Nope.
closer to.
Yeah, truly. It feels like I've lived 5 lifetimes just today.
Yeah. So anyway, the leadership team put out a letter. We used to get this letter basically at the end of the year usually from Matt Firer, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Matt Firer used to write an end of year letter. Sometimes Rich would chime in as well, but in general it was always Matt.
So since there's a change in the leadership structure over at ZOS, they have written a letter, and it's got notes in here from 3 different folks. Yeah.
Yep.
So you want to just split this up and each of us take one?
Take one? Sure.
All right, I'll take the first one there. So it says...
Then I'll be Joe Burba.
ESO Leadership's 2025 end-of-year letters to the community. Read 3 letters from ESO's leadership team where they discuss learning from a busy year and set the tone and expectations for 2026. ZeniMax Online Studios studio head Joe Burba, ESO game director Nick Giacomini, and executive producer Susan Kath share their thoughts on a challenging 2025 and their early plans for the year to come. All right, so this is the game director Nick Giacomini. This is his portion of the letter here. It says, as another year in Tamriel comes to a close, I want to start with a moment of honest reflection. This has been a challenging year. While we had high ambitions, we stumbled. Writhing Wall was not the experience that we wanted to deliver or that players deserved. Subclassing introduced and highlighted issues with class identity. Previously, we referred to this year as a transition year, yet I feel that there was not enough transition in meaningful ways. Players have been asking us to be more transparent and communicate better, to provide a more rewarding experience, to be more exciting, to address long-standing issues and pain points, to improve combat, class identity, and PvP, and generally make more investments in the core game experience instead of just chasing the next big thing. We hear you. We agree. We've talked about change in the past, but there's been a disconnect with the words we've communicated and what we've released subsequently after those communications. We're going to change that moving forward. We hope that you've seen the start of better communication from us, such as the recent class identity refresh deep dive. This is not a temporary goal. We're going to focus more on the core game, transparency, and listening to and incorporating your feedback. It's the foundation of our work and the key to ESO's future. I've said this before, but ESO is nothing without you, our players, and we truly believe that by building this game with you, we can make the next decade of the Elder Scrolls Online the best one yet. We know actions speak louder than words, and we'll be addressing a lot of this in more concrete detail on January 7th during our 2026 Reveal live stream, so stay tuned.
studio head Joe Burba. As we hope that you've already started to see, communication with you is one of the first things about ESO that is changing, and those changes don't stop after January 7th. In 2026, the communication from us will be focused on the overall plan. It will get into more practical information about what we will be testing and when, what kinds of feedback we're looking for to help us iterate, and what is changing based on that feedback. If you are reading this letter, chances are the things that truly excite you are learning the details of what we're doing and then testing them out so that you can help us deliver fun things to the community. We may try some crazy things, and we may not always get it 100% right, but what we always want to get right is that you feel heard and that our actions prove it. We appreciate your support every year, but especially so this year. And with all the changes in 2025 and the bumps that resulted, we found that focusing on the ESO fam motivated us and reminded us why we are all here, to make and play great games with our friends. Have a great end of year, and we will see you January 7th.
Well, there you have it.
Quite a hefty end of year letter, but less reflective in some ways than Matt's letters used to be, but also still reflective. I think a good acknowledgement of challenges this year, all around.
I think
Sorry, never. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I was gonna say it's good to see them acknowledging that they're aware that, there was a lot of disappointment with the content this past year. It's good to see that they're specifically talking about some of the things people have been asking for. Specifically, they mentioned overland difficulty. That's something that's been requested for, I don't know, as long as I can really remember, kind of since I've been active in the game, in the community, seeing requests for ways to increase difficulty, make it make it more engaging to, actually roam around in the world that they've built. But, I'm going to have to wait and see, of course. I mean, I'm curious to see what all they announce on January 7th. I'm curious to see what the whole, seasonal release pattern is going to look like for them. I've seen seasonal releases in other games. I've seen some games that do it well. I've seen some games that I don't care to engage with that kind of stuff. Not that I'm playing all of those games, but just the principles behind the implementation of how they do their seasons. Some games I see do a pretty good job with it, and others it's just no. But I am hopeful that they do it right. That we're going to see, meaningful, fun, engaging changes. I mean, even if we don't get tons of new content and a bunch of new zones and things like that, giving people, good reasons to go back into areas that they've been. Something that I think would be nice to see would be repeatable quests, like the dungeon quests, or even like the zone quests. If you just want to do the Daggerfall Covenant quest line again, just for the fun of it, and maybe you're not getting skill points from it, but maybe that gives you an opportunity to earn some of those, like the unique items, as far as like the set pieces that have specific names. Maybe you got those before, but you didn't hang on to them because you didn't know, and now you're like, hey, I'd like to have a full set of all unique items from that whatever's set from that zone. I'd like to have all of the different uniques in my collection. Whatever the case may be. It'll be good to see, reasons to go back in and actually play stuff that is already in the game, and give people a reason maybe that like myself, I haven't finished a lot of content. It'll make that even more appealing to jump in and get through some of that stuff if I can crank up the difficulty a little bit and get better rewards, and not just feel like I'm going through and hitting light attack and everything in front of me dies, and I'm just kind of blowing through everything with no real engagement of my brain. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. I think new leadership has potential to bring some good things to the game, just because this is kind of their opportunity to prove themselves. They're kind of, I guess they got their feet to the fire, so to speak, and where people that were there and established, there might be a certain level of comfort just in their roles, where this is like, okay, we're handing this to you, go prove you can do something with it. So hopefully that's going to go well.
Yeah. I think the amount of transparency here is really, really good. I think, for me, the acknowledgement of the writhing wall was not that the content itself was bad. The content itself was good, but it was the bugs and the other things that plagued the system, right? I think it was hey, we weren't expecting this many people in this space. Hey, this thing didn't reset in the way we thought it was going to. Now that we have a dynamic event that is changing as the players are changing things. So I think that they have learned a lot from sort of that dynamic type of moving content, as well as what players enjoy as a grind and what players do not enjoy as a grind. And even the dynamics between the mega servers, right? Like seeing which mega servers kind of like took off and really hammered pedal to the metal when there was a grind going on, versus other servers that were kind of like, okay, you're not really giving me anything to make me want to do this. So I think that they learned a lot about incentivizing and about like producing what the community wants, and maybe even how the community is changing. This is getting to be a quite large MMO space in terms of how many accounts there are, how many players there are, and how many platforms we have running on the mega servers. And I think that that's something that you can't anticipate when you begin an MMO a decade ago. Like video gamers now look for different things than video gamers 10 years ago look for in some aspects. I won't make that as a blanket statement, but I feel like in some aspects they look for different stuff. And that's because the footprint of gamers in general has changed, right? Like 2020, 2021 saw more people than ever pick up video games because they were stuck at home. And that did a lot for the development culture itself in terms of this explosion of growth. But also now we're sort of seeing that downward tick, or that change in the dynamics of the community, because you have different people playing differently, if that makes sense. So to me, I think this did a good job of being hopeful, transparent, and hopefully giving us some insight into what's coming. That's just kind of my thoughts on it.
I just hope to see him stick to it.
Yeah.
Being somebody that's been part of not only this community, but for a while I was, pretty active in other games, and the amount of times I've seen developers use the same kind of terminology. Oh, we're going to communicate better, we're going to be more transparent, and then to see them kind of just fade away and stop doing it.
Yeah.
So if they stay true to it and they actually deliver on what they're saying, then there's potential for some really good stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. What do you think, Gwen? Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair way of saying it, personally. Yeah. What do you think about them point blank saying that the content pass is going away? Because I did hear some people kind of go like, huh? We just got that.
The content pass is going away. Did I miss that?
Yep, you might have. So it's, it says the live stream's main topics will be, and this is under Susan's section, Seasons, the new approach to ESO's release that replaces content pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, when they announced that they were changing their development, they talked about doing seasons, back a year ago or whatever, too. So, but that, this year was going to be just a transition year, and it wouldn't be quite into that model yet. So, I don't know. I guess if we assumed that would be the way that they did it going forward, that might have just been an unfair assumption on our part, or maybe just wasn't clearly communicated back then. But that's where, I said I've seen the way seasons have gone in other games, and a lot of times they are just, you don't generally have a bundle that you pay for and you get a whole year's worth of seasons. They're all broken up individually. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think... Go ahead. Yeah, I like that.
So, as an example of just the way a lot of games do seasons is you don't. This is coming from like Diablo, Path of Exile type games. I've asked a couple of people that work because of this as well, like people that play Fortnite and the way they do their seasons, because I don't play Fortnite. But a lot of times what you see is just different mechanics kind of introduced into the existing world. So there's, you get a new season, you play through the same campaign, but there will be some new mechanic. It may or may not have a small quest line associated with it. For example, one of the few seasons of Diablo 4 I messed around with, were based around vampire powers. And there was a little quest line where you did a thing where you were fighting against this super powerful vampire that you also somehow got infected, and you were able to start taking on vampire powers, and you could start working vampire abilities into your build while playing through essentially the same stuff. So I'm curious if it's going to look anything like that at all, where it's like when they talk about throwing crazy stuff in there, if it's going to be like, hey, for this season, you're going to be able to go and get these crazy new abilities, but they're only going to be here for this season. Once the season's over, no more playing with those abilities. It's just the seasonal mechanic that you get to do, or maybe they, for this season, you're going to be able to use the grappling hook to get around every zone because you're going to need to be chasing after bunny rabbits. I don't know. But just introducing new mechanics and things like that are associated with the season, and they come and they go, and that gives you the reason to jump back in, because you're like, well, hey, I'm playing the same game, but I'm doing a new thing within that game.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a new zone, new quest, new giant quest line and things like that. It's just new ways to go and engage with stuff you've done to kind of freshen it up a little bit. So that's why I said, depending on how they do it, they could do some really cool stuff with it. And so I am definitely hopeful that January 7th comes, that they kind of show us some really neat stuff, because it could be really neat.
What do you think could be the worst thing that they do? Just curious. Not to be negative, but I'm just genuinely, like, from a constructive piece, right? Since we're like talking about feedback and we're talking about those sorts of things, what could be like a model that you think wouldn't go over well?
A big pain point for me, and this has just been kind of a gaming wide, not just ESO, is over monetization. Just depending on how aggressive they try to monetize everything. Where the season pass went up $10 already, right? Or the content pass, whatever. We paid $40 for the stuff before, then it went to $50. Are we going to get 4 seasons a year that are now $20 a piece to engage with? Now we're paying $80 a year. But it's put under the guise of, well, it's only $20 per season. It's less, but there's more of them each time. So that's the part of it that concerns me the most, is seeing how they're going to monetize it. Because if they're changing and do away with the content pass, that means they're going to do something different with monetization as well. If it's not just going to be one bundled thing that you get. So, which I guess they could still bundle it, but I'd say that's probably my biggest concern, because it has more real world IRL effect on me, because it's my wallet,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Is there anything, Gwen, for you that you think would definitely be like I'm disappointed in that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
Content that... I'm picking my words carefully. Content that goes away after a season with no option to retain it. So, like, kind of like what... Isn't it Destiny that's done that in the past? Where, like, you play it, you pay for it. At the end of the season, sorry, it's gone. Like, you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I didn't engage with seasons in Destiny very well, really at all. I don't remember if you had to pay for seasons in that game or not. The removing of the content was like they removed essentially the entire base game and the first or second expansion that people paid for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really aggravating.
Yeah. Yep, that's one reason that I now no longer play Destiny is because of that kind of thing right there. I was like, yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah, I think anything like that would drive me to be pretty upset. For me, if there's a way to retain stuff, I won't mind a different like way of doing things. I understand they're changing what they're doing. So for me, as long as there's some way to retain stuff or some way to still, keep things moving forward, whatever the new stuff is that comes out, then I'm fine. But if there was not a way to do that, then I would be yuck.
So that's one thing about I mentioned that seasons in a lot of games it's like mechanics that come and then they're gone. The thing about a lot of games that do that kind of thing is you don't pay for seasons. Season content is free, and if you don't get to do it, then all you missed was just doing the stuff in the game. You didn't pay for it. And that ties into my concern with the monetization. That's one of the reasons that I hate battle passes. There are a few games that do those differently. That's not too bad. Helldivers 2, for example, they don't really call it a battle pass. It's called a war bond. And once they get those added into the game, they're permanently there. You can buy them. You can work through them at any pace you want to. But games that have a battle pass that you pay for, but you have to earn all the stuff in the battle pass within a certain time or it goes away and you don't get the stuff you paid for, that's garbage.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing. Like, that would be trash.
Yeah. Now, if they put something like that in the game, they go, here's the thing that you can go and you can do it and you can earn this stuff within this amount of time. It's no charge. If you don't get it, you just didn't get it. It's no different than the seasonal or the New Life, for example. If you don't get the house that's available right now, you weren't charged for that house and then had it taken away from you. You just didn't put in the time to earn it in the game. They'll have to figure out a different way to monetize, obviously, if they don't charge for seasons. But that's why that's my concern, is because I've seen it done both ways, and so I'm not sure how they're going to do that yet. So hopefully they're taking the right approach to that, and they're gonna have a good way to move forward. with that, because I think we all agree we don't want to pay for something that is then just taken away from us. Which we know is the concern with an online game if the game shuts down, but it's very different when they just go, you know what, thanks for your money, we're deleting this now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between a game running its course and you having invested in it to keep it running for the time that you were playing it, and, you know, all of those things. Like, I personally don't mind that, because the time that I had in it was worth it, you know, etc. But, like I said, having something that you pay for short term and then it just disappears, that's gross.
Yeah.
While the game is still operating, I should say, or in production, you know, that's yucky. So.
Yeah, imagine paying for all of this, and tomorrow you get on, you're like, I'm going to start a new character and play through the Three Banners War again, and there is no Three Banners War.
Yeah, they're like, we moved on, we're done with that. We deleted the whole base game.
Yeah.
Onward.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep. So hopefully they've heard that feedback. You know, prior to this, I've heard people bring that kind of thing up. I'm sure that they've focus grouped and whatever.
Oh man, when Content Pass, when the Content Pass, quote unquote, came out, that was a huge thing. So I'm sure they know all about it.
Yeah.
Even within our guild, there were people that were like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can buy this because I just feel like it's yucky. It's like, it's the same thing as a chapter. They're just calling it something different for this year while they're trying to prep transitioning people to whatever the heck they're going to do in the following years.
And charging more for it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. I look forward to hearing what they've got planned. Seeing that they are specifically bringing up, you know, changes to PvP and overland difficulty and classes and things like that. If we get more information on, you know, what they're doing with some of that stuff, and, you know, what they're going to do to combat, see if they can improve the way combat feels. You know, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that just means tweaking numbers, or if that means they're going to actually make changes to, like even like the mechanics of combat, not necessarily like block and dodge roll, but just the feel of when you have the controller in your hand or whatever, and you do a thing, the way that it just kind of makes you feel. You know, like if you go play a game like an Elden Ring or something like that, combat in a game like that feels weighty. You know, where swinging a sword in this game just sort of feels like I pushed a button and watched dude do thing. I don't really feel it. Which I know for some people that may not make a lot of sense, but it's just kind of it's a feel. So I would love to see some changes to make the combat just have a little more feel to it, but I don't really know in a game like this what they do for that.
That's rough.
I have been playing recently when I've been doing like a little bit of questing and stuff. I have been doing some of it in first person, and I actually do kind of like it. It probably doesn't work too well trying to play like in dungeons and group content in first person. Doable, I guess, but because of all the things you need to be able to see. But I definitely think that playing it that way for like the overland content and stuff is actually not too bad. It's actually fun. So, but yeah, you know, we got just what is that? Just a couple of weeks, basically.
Yeah, January 7th.
Yeah, so we'll know what they're. So we'll know soon what they're going to be up to, and you know, we can discuss more when we actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, cool.
Good discussion.
Yeah,
buddies. Okay. Oh. Oh. Huh. That is so cool. I didn't know they did this. Oh my gosh, I love this. I wonder if we could, like, adopt this in guild. A gift exchange, like Secret Santa. Oh. Oh man, I wish I had seen this sooner, because I could have, like, gotten on it. Now we're, like, just a few days until actual holiday. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, this is so fun. Like, some people are asking for, like, simple things like, I just want 100 potatoes. Potatoes make me happy. And then other people are, like, being as bold as to be like, hey, I would really love an outfit slot. Or, like, I would really love it if someone could gift me the pack rat pet so that I have an additional 5 inventory slots. Like, that's so cool because it gives the option for people that may monetarily be able to help other people, like with real life monetary value, or just like in-game gold items, which is cool. That's neat. Wow. How fun. What a good, that was a good little addition to the community news, Gwen. Thanks for that.
Is that the right link that I posted there?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Where'd you post it? It didn't come across my chat.
In the news. I just put it in.
Oh! Sorry, I thought you were posting it in the Twitch chat. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put it in our Twitch chat. Apologies. I'll check. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it in there so It'll be in the show notes for people that want to check it later.
Cool. That's the one. Well done. Yeah. Well, Glenn, you said all I learned is that I want more books. I love it. That's okay. It's fair. I now, as an owner of many of those said books, physically, understand completely. So. I need to see pictures of those because I have no ideas which ones you're talking about. That's great. Oh. Oh. That's so cool. Yeah, the ones that I have is I have specific from ESO. I now have, thanks to Caddy Jacks, the Morrowind Naryu's journal that came with the collector's edition. So it's this like leather-bound Morrowind. Yeah, it's really cool. You can find those on oh gosh, what am I trying to say? You can find those, I believe, over on Amazon still, like randomly from time to time. I've actually also found them on Facebook Marketplace, which is really random, but anyway. So you can find that there. But I also have that one, and then I have the actual like hardcover ESO, The Land and the Lore, or whatever. I've got some Skyrim hardbacks, and what's the other one that I have? Oh, the newest one. Well, I have the cookbook, of course, and then the other one that I have is the Survivor's Guide to Tamriel, which was the one that came out last year that's written from a Khajiit perspective, which I absolutely love. I keep meaning to do more readings on that one, but I keep forgetting that I have it, so I need to make myself read it and remember that. But yeah. So you left it up to us to pick lore, and Never wasn't around yet, and I was like, well, technically it's the winter solstice start. Like, today was technically the shortest day of the year. I'm not sure if it runs the same way in Tamriel, but it's pretty close. So it was kind of like our beginning of new life, beginning of Magnus, making his return, and the days beginning to grow longer. Pretty much as we see from the lore in game, almost all of the races in Tamriel celebrate new life in their own cultural way, right? Their own unique way. And some of those celebrations have even changed over time, or some are even like a symbolic piece of a historical event or have like an additional meaning to them. But one of the things that I saw randomly out of all this stuff that we were looking at was in the store, and I don't know if it's back. I thought it was coming back at one point. Let me peep here really quick and see if it's here. At one point, there was supposed to be the return, it might already be gone, of the Solstice Indrik. And it came for like a hot second. It may have only been available like yesterday or something random. I don't know. I know it was available for a very short time, if it's been in the store yet, but I swore I saw something on that. But the Solstice Indrik says, legend says that this Indrik was born of a child's toy, which was touched by magic on the year's longest night. Others believe that a worthy rider wished it into being by pleading with the moons on a cold frostfall night. But regardless, riders see the world for the wonder that it is. So this is the Indrik where you ride along and you're holding on to the snow globe, which is really fun. But I kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit, and I thought, well, Indriks, like, we had those as morphables for a while, and some people are kind of like over them, but I didn't realize that there was actually a book on Indriks. And I found it, and it talks about how they're Y'ffre's sparkling steeds. So This says, if you spend any time in the pristine wildernesses of the Somerset Isles, you will see no shortage of flora and fauna that will take your breath away. But if you are truly blessed, you may glimpse one of the most storied creatures in history, the Indrik. It's a privilege I've only had a handful of times, as wild Indriks are wary by nature and exceptionally elusive. It's said that they can vanish in an instant when gazed upon by those with an impure intent. It feels trite to say that you will know an Indrik when you see one, but few words seem up to the task of describing these creatures. A folk tale as old as the Altmer civilization tells of how Y'ffre, the singer, wove Indriks out of the very essence of the forest, giving them the aspect of every living thing found within. You might, with the briefest of glances, mistake one for a common deer, but even the most casual observation will reveal Indriks are so much more. The first thing likely to catch your eye about Indriks are their antlers. Points of the finest crystals sprout from their crowns like the branches of some great glimmering tree. This mesmerizing sight has been the end of many an ambitious hunter who thought the rack would make a fine prize. Let down your guard for even a moment, and you risk being impaled by the stately lance jutting out from an Indrik's forehead. There are countless legends surrounding the Indrik's horn, that they are an alchemical cure-all, that touching one will extend your life sevenfold, or even that they're made from Y'ffre's tears. All I can truly tell you is that an Indrik's horn is both beautiful and deadly. If you believe what I've described thus far to be far-fetched, I've yet to even begin. The body of an Indrik is covered in a tapestry of fur, feathers, and fronds that defy classification. One might ask themselves, are they animal, bird, or plant? Can they be all of those things at once? They might not be any of those things at all. Some scholars theorize that Indriks are divine beings, not truly of this world, closer to Aedra than mortal. One fable tells of a Mer who kills an Indrik, only to find its heart is pure crystal. He decides to give the perfect gem to his lady love, but she's so beguiled by its splendor that her avarice taints the perfect gem, cursing it. From then on, the couple's lives are filled with such sorrow that they cast themselves into the sea, leaving their kin to fight over the precious gem and carry on the curse. A fanciful tale, but while there is no doubt that Indriks are inherently magical, I found scant evidence indicating they are literally the stuff of magic. I suppose I should mention that they possess 4 ears. For any other animal, that would surely stand out, but given what I've already described, I'm sure you'll agree that it hardly seems noteworthy. Presumably, this trait helps them appraise their surroundings and evade threats, but I'm certain that there's a story out there somewhere claiming one pair is for hearing in the physical world, and the other is spiritual. Until the Indriks are studied more closely, they will continue to remain creatures surrounded by myth, but I can't help but feel like these creatures would be diminished by having their secrets laid bare. After all, who doesn't enjoy a little mystery in the world? So, I thought that was kind of fun because with the seasonal events, right, like we're talking specifically about New Life, and I mentioned the Solstice Indrik just because it relates to New Life, but I didn't realize sort of the, I guess the lore piece behind Indriks and how they're supposed to basically be woven from like the aspects of every living thing found within the forest, which to me explains a little bit more about why we have them in so many different forms or so many different morphable like color schemes and stuff. So I don't know, I just thought it was kind of something different. I know we've talked about New Life before, but we've never actually really focused specifically on a creature, quote unquote, that might have to do with New Life, so I thought it was kind of a fun, quick little lore dump to include, especially when the Solstice Indriks are part of the shortest or longest days of the year, and that's what we just had in real life as well as in game.
Would you like to know one other fun fact about an Indrik?
They go bark, bark, bark.
Indeed.
What else?
As a child, Queen Arian had an Indrik named Lotus.
Yeah, Queen Irene did have an Indrik named Lotus as a child, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Wonder what kind of Indrik it was. Was it one from one of the Daedric Plains, or, was it Lotus of Doom?
Wow. I don't think Lotus of Doom is a Indrik, but yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you know what? I have seen that before, I think, depicted and stuff. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. If I were to guess what type of an Indrik Queen Irene named Lotus or had as Lotus, I would guess it's just your good old standard, like, luminous, like the good old standard, like, luminous Indrik, or the, just the nascent, you know, like, like I said, like the standard nascent Indrik. Although maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. That is true. That is true. Okay. Do you have a favorite Indrik, or do you hate Indriks? I don't know. There's some people that are like, ugh, Indriks.
I mean, it did kind of get a little tiresome.
They got old. They got tiresome. They got old.
But I did have the little ghost Indrik pet running around on the island for a while, and my daughter named it Moo.
I love that.
So she would walk into the room and be like, "There's Moo."
Cute.
So I guess that one might be my favorite, just because my child named it.
Right. I think my favorite is probably the Dawnwood and the Mossheart, but that's because Bosmer. Yep, that's what both of those are. Yeah, the dark green one is Mossheart. That's one of the ones that I'm showing on stream right now. It's green and it has like peacock feathers coloration almost on its butt. And then the Dawnwood Indrik is a very similar color scheme, but instead of having green glowy antlers, it has the like bluish Dawnwood glowy antlers. So I love it. The Mossheart one's name standard is Sagacity. How interesting. We have Sparkle, Sagacity, Starglow, Caprice, Crystal Fall, Quiescence? I don't know. Anthracite, Frost Antler, and Elegy. Fun. Anyway.
The Onyx one's kind of cool. I'm going through and looking for the ones that I had collections here.
Yeah, the black, the dark black Onyx one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I have a bunch of the little pets. Like, I have the Rosethorn Indrik pet, even though I didn't collect that big one, just because I think it looks cute at Christmas time. Or like the little sapling Indrik. He's a little cutie pie. Little baby. Cutie pie. Yeah. They are pretty cute, honestly. In fact, it's so cute I'm setting it as my pet right now. Just for funsies. But anyway, yeah, so that's my little lore dump for the show, I guess. There you go. My roof.
Maybe if the Dwemer had been there, it'd be done. It had some constructs there helping out. Well, let's see. I was in Shadowfen, I didn't see any in the marshes while I was chasing down a fish. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So they're not hanging around. I guess it might rust the parts, so it might be a good idea to not be in the marshlands. You don't want them to get all rusted out, but I don't know. Does dwarven metal rust?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Skyrim's next mod is going to be rusted dwarven armor. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, is that it?
Murder
Oh.
hobos?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, there's only 2 there. Oh gosh. I'm answering the third question first, and it would be potentially East March, because that's just like, it's quintessential new life. You got the snow bear plunge, you got a snowball fight, you got your sweet little snow globe house, you got mead to keep you warm, and you got snowy mountains, beautiful auroras. Sign me up.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that just because, you know, so often, like it's going to be 70 here, supposedly, on Christmas Day. So for, you know, winter festivities, I think I'd like to, you know, play in the snow.
Because you're the one who's real life in the snow right now. The 2 people who are not in the snow are like, give me snow, and the person who lives in snow is like, send me south.
Hey, I have a great idea, Gwen. We could house swap. We'll just come stay there in the snow for a little while, and you come stay here in the not snow. Although this weather around here, it might snow tomorrow. You never know. You might get here and be like, dang it.
You're not really one to talk. If Gwen's swapping with anybody for houses, it's me. Although I wouldn't swap my house with anyone at the moment. Oh, gosh. Bless. Goodness me. Passcode for the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah.
I have one, but I need help. Who is someone in Tamriel that we would say we collectively dislike severely? Okay, so
didn't, but that's funny.
Here's the exchange that takes place to get into the sanctuary. You come up to the door, and the person behind the door says, Narcissus Drin. And your response is, target confirmed.
Oh. You say, Hand of Black Contract on a whim. Hurry up and let me in. You're like, I hate you. What about just speak, friend, and enter? No? Okay. Anyway. Oh, gosh. And old life. Who would I write to? Oh, gosh. Who would I write to in old life? If it's coming from my character's perspective, like my actual character, oh, gosh. I don't know. I would have to think about that one, actually, I think.
Refresh my memory.
Legitimately think about it.
On the old life, because I haven't done the old life stuff in a while. Isn't that one where you, like, go see ghosts?
Yeah, so people write messages to their dead loved ones or people who they feel like they want to talk to.
Oh.
You can also have a proxy deliver messages for you. And then sometimes you receive a response from that person's spirit, or they make an appearance, kind of signifying like, yeah, I understood your letter, I got your response.
Well, so I've been in Tamriel long enough to know that I don't need to write a letter because people that were dead seem to find their way back.
Yeah, true. So technically, like what they summarize old life as, and this is straight from the lore, is old life is the day we ask for forgiveness for old sins before committing new ones. So like, sorry I killed you. Let's have a drink. Yeah. Well, the other sometimes you can get a response from a spirit too. So like in the game, when you do the old life piece, sometimes you get, a response from an NPC that you may have watched die or kill or things like that, which is pretty interesting. Old life also is a little bit darker for certain parts of Tamriel. So like the Reachmen have a very different view on new life because they relate it more to Hircine and the Skin Changer. There's a whole set of lore books that sort of relate to that. There's the Wolf That Craved the Sky that talks about the conflict between two of Hircine's aspects, the kind of like feast on, what is it? They feast on, I don't remember. But anyway, you can read the book. And then there's another one called The Lost Fawn in the Woods where they actually haven't, I don't think we actually have that as a book you can read, but it basically talks about a wolf that wears its mother's skin. So, yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's definitely some darker things that also go with old life, and the prep for new life. Yeah. So, kind of bridging that gap between Witches' Fest and the holiday season, if you will, in some ways.
Cool.
Was that a good refresher? Cool. We did, The Wolf That Craved the Sky, yep. Mm-hmm. That's Storabeg. Though I think it talks about the one, like, is trying to convince the other one that it's going to eat. Is it eating Master and Secunda? I can't quite remember. I'd have to reread it. Or maybe it's eating the suns. That's what it is. The moons are mocking the wolf because the wolf says that it ate the sun. That's what it is. I had to think about that for a minute. Or maybe he'd eat the sun too. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to reread it. Anyway. It's a cool book. Take a read. The Wolf That Craved the Sky. Talks about the skin changer and Heresy. Anyway. No. Who would you write to? Well, then why are you tricking me? No, I'm just kidding. That's true. Yeah, they are.
Scared.
So treacherous. Yeah. Do it. It's good times. It's JT and
Pocket. Right.
Pocket. As far as I know, I do believe. Undaunted.
Undaunted.
We are
We
undaunted.
are undaunted.
Why was that so musical this week? Yeah. Yeah. They can go to loreseekers.club, where you can click the link to our Discord, join our Discord, click on the Apply to Guild channel, go ahead, do the drop down, and then you will end up getting a short little DM that asks you some questions just to make sure that you're a match for us and that we're a match for you. And hopefully we get you all added to the guild within, 24 to 48-ish hours after that. So, one quick thing I want to mention, because it's been coming up the last few times, and I think it's actually people that are probably not coming to us via the shows, but more likely through the forums and stuff. When you first go into the Discord, just to save visual overwhelming for people, we have it where you would not see anything other than that Apply to Guild channel and our code of conduct in the welcome message. So don't be surprised if you're like, but they've been talking about all these great channels they have and how there's multi-platforms and all of this stuff, and I go into their Discord and there's nothing there. Well, that's because you're not actually fully in the Discord yet. So apply to the guild, get the Lore Seeker role. That will open up some things for you to be able to select your other platforms and other roles that you'd like to see, like our spoilers role or artisans role or things like that. So just know that even when you get into the Discord, you're not quite fully done until you follow some of those other quick steps, and then you'll be able to have access to everything. Yeah.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Mm-hmm. Where else can they find us?
Well, if you are on the social platforms, you can find us over on the Bluebird or the Blue Sky. Look us up at Snugpod Cast. If you want to email us, it's snugpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up in comments on YouTube channel or twitch.tv/snugpodcast, or on the podcast format if you listen to audio. We have both. If you're listening to this in audio and you think, boy, I bet this is a grand old time to be there live and watch this take place, then you can come hang out with us. We usually try to do this Sunday evenings about 11 Eastern, 10 Central, give or take about 30 minutes to an hour, because that's how we roll. But you can come do that. But if you're watching this either live or you're watching this playback later and you think, maybe I'd just rather listen to audio, well, just go look us up in your favorite podcast app of choice, and you can find us there. You can communicate with us through comments and emails and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to email us, you can send us your answers to the No More Murder Hobo questions that were asked tonight or anytime, or you can give us some feedback on what you like and don't like about the show. You can give your thoughts on some of the stuff we've talked about, like what would you like to see this next year, what would you not like to see this next year, or anything else for that matter. Drop us a line, and I'm old enough to check the email now, so we will make sure to take a look at that. And there you go.
Sweet.
Sweet cheese.
Sure. Yeah, sweet cheese.
Remind me to tell you a story about that.
Okay. Sounds like something that Sheogorath would say.
Do either of you have anything else to add before we bid these lovely people adieu?
No, heck, this has been a 2-hour show, and I was not expecting that.
Me either.
Wow. End of year letter. Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
Well, cool beans.
Yeah.
And sweet cheese. All right. Well, if you've been hanging out with us, either live or later, either way, we appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time in the Snugpod, and hopefully you can come back and hang out with us again. Thanks for letting us be part of your day, and hopefully it was a good one. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person, and we'll see you soon.
Sleep well, Tamriel.